What is up, YouTube? It's that guy Bry, still flying, aiming high, and welcome back to my channel. And today we got another Tom Macdonald. This time it is Sellout, released in November 2020. And we're going to be listening to this here song by Tom Macdonald called Sellout. Now, I'm assuming it's because he sold out. I guess he's a seller. He sells out crowds. He sells out albums. Or are they saying that maybe fans are saying he's a sellout now because he's become mainstream and more popular, so therefore he's catering to, I guess, more family-friendly people, trying to get a bigger demographic or something. I don't know. We'll see what this song is going to pertain to. Yeah, let's get started, people. Alright, sellout. Alright, we see him with a lot of money. Lots and lots of money. I mean, I know that he has 1.52 million subscribers, but I highly doubt he has that kind of money in the bank. I mean that's at least $1 billion. What do you think? Maybe 500 million? Maybe 500 million, but there's no way a YouTube artist is gonna make that much money. Alright, let's get started. Alright. I like the outfit.
I'm sick of hearing that I changed up. Everybody wanna keep me chained up. Check it, this a race. If I'm running and you walking, I can't wait up. Straight up, I feel like I'm the same as when I came up.
What's changed? I don't understand what's changed. The only thing that's changed, but I will say this: the more you become comfortable at something, the more you go from, I guess, broke to somewhat comfortable. You do change. I mean, look at Eminem. Once he became this all-time great multi-platinum selling artist, and he's established himself as the greatest rapper alive, or at least one of the best to ever do it, his music did somewhat come down. I mean, his content of his music and everything just went on a decline since, I guess, Marshall Mathers. I don't know, this last song, I guess his last album that I guess I really liked was Encore, but those his first few albums was great. But now these days his albums are just a lot of hit and miss. He doesn't have that same energy as he did before, because he's comfortable, and he's just simply comfortable. So I wouldn't be too surprised if Tom Macdonald has changed. His content has changed from from being broke, sleeping on a friend's couch, to here. Now that he's comfortable, and that's just usually what happens to every single artist. And I personally, as a listener, would not condemn him for that. That's just human nature. It's a natural progression. Yeah, it's really hard to keep that same energy when that drive and that motivation, and to come up with these dope hot lines, because your back isn't to the fire. And yeah, let's continue.
Still a record label, still a manager, still do it all with my girl from my home. Yeah, I bought some Gucci, but I hardly even wear it. I was stoked that after 30 years I finally wasn't broke, and I don't like that stuff. The vibe ain't tough. I should go and soak the clothes in gasoline and light that up. All these stupid little rappers popping Xanax, bad examples for our children. I will never write that, bruh. I'm the same man.
I don't know who's popping Xanax, but a lot of I don't know what their names are, but I know these rappers have like serious, or what they claim to have serious mental issues, but they possibly could. I mean, just look at Kurt Cobain and other artists that's had drug addictions, and even Eminem. Their best stuff came out when they were under the influence, and I suppose rappers, and a lot of them tend to get high. I knew a couple of artists myself who would tend to get high to write, to make songs, and that's when they made the best stuff, is when they were under the influence of a drug. So I wouldn't be surprised that's a common thing, or a common theme, or a common method in the industry, in the music industry entirely.
Living like I used to, do it for my fans, getting famous off of YouTube. Hope they understand I'm only human, didn't know that making music will be so confusing. No excuses, that's the truth too. I will always be the person who I used to be. I ain't wearing diamonds, I ain't lying about my jewelry. Every chain is fake and all that Gucci isn't new to me. I bought it secondhand so I look cool on your computer.
Okay, so what? People are mad that he bought Gucci? So what? What's wrong with buying Gucci? No, don't get me wrong. I would never buy Gucci personally. all those name brand stuff. It is whatever looks nice. So if you just happen to walk in the store and you see something, and Gucci just happens to have a nice looking shirt that you want to wear, I don't see any problem with you wanting to buy that, whether you're an artist or a person who works at the post office. There's no why Gucci? Why is this why are people getting mad at him because he bought a shirt? Come on, man. Let's get serious. Let's be mature adults here, people.
Screens. I'm tired of being analyzed by fans like they're scientists and criticized for every single rhyme I spit. If you really think I changed, go ask my sister about her.
Okay, that's simply because people just typically complain. You can't, once you're in this position of YouTube star, you're gonna have to take all the criticism that everybody has the right to opinion. All your fans, all the people who listen to have their right to opinion. I don't think you should take it personally. You know, it is what it is. You know, everybody has it. Listen to what they have to say, and if you want to improve on something, or if you just want to ignore it, if you don't think changes are necessary, then just continue on. But really, I don't think it should have some sort of like direct impact on you mentally.
Her wedding dress, my dad about Nepal, or my mom about her appliances. They say I sold out, love me born. They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out. They mad, gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me everything I am. Look, I get it.
I want that money he has there. I know it's fake, but it'd be nice to have lying around, you know? I think that'd be really cool to have in the closet. Let's say you have a couple of kids, you know, and they're looking for the Christmas presents, and they open up the closet door, and there's like some sort of secret compartment back there, and you open it up, and there's all this money. They would freak out. That would be a great prank to have on your kids. Oh, I can't wait to have kids so I can do that. I'm just kidding. I don't want kids.
All the criticism verified. Spent some years together. Now we're going through a scary time. Trust me, if I witnessed my hero been acting different and seemed like he might.
You know what's awesome though? The fact that the relationship, they have a great relationship. I think that's great because you see a lot of celebrities and a lot of rappers, they don't typically have lasting relationships. So the fact that their two are together and they've been through thick and thin together is very admirable to me.
Might be switching, I'd be tripping, I'd be terrified. But picture this, roaches climbing out the cupboards. I was living in the ghetto, borrowed money from my mother. I just had a mental breakdown, my girlfriend in the struggle. Then I blew up overnight and we recovered. We went.
Is that Nova? Is that the one who does his music videos?
Gucci and Louis moved out the hood to a safe house. Started doing things that we dreamed when we laid down. Now everybody's saying that I changed and they hate loud. I was trying to show my girl like, hey babe, we okay now. Still throw a brick through the window of the lobby of any.
It's kind of a power couple, isn't it? Them two. I mean, she does the music videos, and you know how much money it costs to do one music video, to hire somebody to do a music video? The fact that you're in a relationship, smart move. That's an IQ 200 move, Tom. Just saying, you saved a lot of money on music videos. I'm assuming you still pay her, right? I'm assuming she gets a little stipend or something on the side. I'm assuming you still pay her, but for me, but at the beginning, you couldn't afford to pay her. But just saying, it's very expensive to do music videos, people. Just like $1,000 to $2,000, $500 if you're lucky.
Record label who trying to stop me. Still be the voice of every single lonely person with a story they can't tell because they never had nobody. Still the system and pharma and every whack politician and every triggered millennial too offended to listen. I got caught up in trying to show all the haters I did it, and I forgot that being Thomas was the promise I'd given. I understand why everybody lately saying I changed, but I get bored of everything that stays exactly the same.
Yeah, again, he can't just keep making the same content about the same thing over and over again. I don't know what y'all expect. There's no way that, I don't think that's feasible for an artist. It gets stale and boring. He needs to switch up his content every now and then. You know, if he makes stuff that's politically, I guess, offensive, he needs to switch it up. You know, I mean, he definitely, because it gets you can only write so much before you hit a wall and go, and your mind goes blank. Like, I don't know what to say. I've said everything about this subject, this topic. There's nothing to write anymore. I've got nothing to say. Let me talk about how I'm a sellout, or I'm the best rapper alive, or something else, you know? It's just, I don't know what people are expecting. I don't get that. It's going to get boring and stale, and just, that's with anybody, you know?
I promise that I'll burn it down with fuel and flames before I lose myself and become all the things that I hate. They say I sold out, love me born. They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out. They mad, gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me mistakes. I grew up and I changed, but I swear I'm still the same.
He does have a good voice. Am I the only one who thinks that?
I fell along the way.
Maybe he should go like a Post Malone route. Maybe switch up styles a little bit. Because what I've listened to, his style has pretty much remained the same. Maybe he needs to switch up styles a little bit. You know, pull a Drake and start singing every single track. His next album should just be a bunch of singing songs about how depressed he is and how sad and whatever. You know how Drake goes. His best content is when things are going bad.
Way, so more than I could take, but I turned out okay, yeah. They say I sold out, love me poor. They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out. They bad, gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me everything I ever say. I sold out, love me poor.
Man, what I got most out of this music video is the fact they were in like a happy relationship, you know? And that's good, man. That's admirable, dude. I out of all the couples that I've, well, I guess seen in Celebrity in the Spotlight, I really hope they too make it to like they're 60, you know?
They don't with me no more. Say I changed up, now they're bored. They miss the way I was before. I guess I sold out. They mad. Gold mouth, Louis bag, but everything I was made me everything I am.
Okay, so overall, it's okay. I don't know, maybe the last two songs, I know I just listened to Sellout and Best Rapper Alive, so maybe people do have a point. His content does seem to have lost its edge a little bit, and his rhyme seems to be more, I don't want to say soft. I don't want to say soft, but I will say it just feels like there's less fire. It really does. There seems to be less fire. And what can he do? He needs to lose everything. That's what he needs to do. IRS needs to come and take everything away, and so we can start from scratch. And I think that's or Tom needs to give up. Tom needs to give up all his money and start fresh, you know, just give it all to charity and be broke again. You know, reset, a hard reset. I bet he'll bring out the dopest songs if he does that. But you know, that's what fans are apparently expecting him to do. But I'm not expecting it. I actually, you know, this is just, I think it's very common. But maybe he's just pulling out these filler songs. And maybe he has something in the works that's going to be like really hot within the next couple of months. So you don't know, people. Okay, you just need to go with the flow. But let me know what you thought about Sellout. Do you think he's changed? Has his music, as to all the people who's been listening from the get-go, has he lost his edge, or has he become more, you know, comfortable? You know. And has he lost his fire, is what I'm trying to say. It does sound like it, though. Because I know People So Stupid came out 6 months ago, so maybe not. I thought People So Stupid was fire. But in that time frame so far, it doesn't seem like he has put out anything he hasn't put out anything with some notable heat. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Put it in the comment section below. Yep, and I'm going to continue dropping as many reaction videos as often and as often as I can. So thank you all so much for stopping by the channel. All support is very much appreciated, and I hope you all have a great week. Until next time, everybody, cheers.